Welcome to Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, and one of the most livable cities on earth. This is where fairy tales meet futuristic design, where bikes glide past royal palaces, and where happiness isn't just a dream, it's daily life. Copenhagen sits on the eastern coast of Denmark, connected to Sweden by the massive Öresund Bridge. It's a city that feels compact, clean, and wonderfully calm, a place built on balance and beauty. Here, you'll find a seamless mix of old-world charm and modern innovation that truly defines Scandinavian life. Getting around couldn't be easier. The metro runs 24 hours a day and connects every major area in just minutes. But honestly, the best way to experience Copenhagen is by bike. Over half of the city's residents cycle to work or school daily. You can rent a bike almost anywhere for just a few dollars an hour. Just ride safely in the wide, protected bike lanes, and you'll feel like a local in no time. Copenhagen isn't just beautiful, it's also one of the world's greenest cities. Nearly all the buses and taxis are electric, and by 2025, Copenhagen aims to become completely carbon neutral. You'll notice rooftop gardens, solar panels, and even people casually swimming in the clean harbour water. Let's start our journey in Nyhavn, the colourful harbour that looks like it came straight out of a painting. The row of bright 17th century townhouses along the canal once housed sailors, artists and writers. In fact, Hans Christian Andersen, the famous author of The Little Mermaid, lived right here for nearly 20 years. Today, Nyhavn is packed with charming cafes, restaurants and boats gently rocking in the water. It's the perfect place to slow down with a Danish beer or a hot coffee. In summer, the air buzzes with music and laughter. In winter, twinkling lights reflect off the frozen canal. Every season paints Nyhavn in new colors, and every traveler falls for its undeniable charm. From here, it's just a short walk to Amalienborg Palace, the official residence of Denmark's monarch. The four identical palaces face a grand octagonal courtyard where the royal guards perform a traditional changing of the guard ceremony every day at noon. It's a moment of simple, proud tradition. And just a stone's throw away stands the marble church, with its massive green dome, one of Copenhagen's most recognizable landmarks. Step inside, and the silence and perfect symmetry of the architecture will leave you speechless. Next, let's make our way to one of Copenhagen's most famous icons, the Little Mermaid. Sitting quietly on a rock by the waterfront, this bronze statue may be smaller than you expect, but it carries a deep and powerful emotion. Created in 1913 and inspired by Andersen's fairy tale, she gazes longingly toward the horizon, a timeless symbol of love, loss, and hope. Let's continue inland to Rosenborg Castle, a royal treasure built in the 1600s by the legendary King Christian IV. The castle is surrounded by the King's Garden, the oldest and most visited park in the city. Inside you'll find Denmark's crown jewels, royal thrones and ornate rooms preserved straight from the age of kings and queens. Step back outside and you'll see locals lounging on the lawns, kids running through flower-lined paths, and couples picnicking under the trees. It's a living, breathing part of the city. Right in the heart of Copenhagen lies Tivoli Gardens, one of the oldest amusement parks in the world. Opened way back in 1843, Tivoli even inspired Walt Disney himself to create Disneyland. But Tivoli has something Disney never could, a genuine old-world charm and nostalgia. During the day, it's a peaceful oasis with ponds and gardens. At night, it transforms into a magical festival of lights. If you visit during Christmas, you'll find one of Europe's most enchanting winter markets. A short walk from Tivoli brings you to Strøget, one of Europe's longest pedestrian streets. It stretches for over a kilometre through the city centre, packed with fashion, street performers, cafes and design shops. Denmark is famous for minimalist design, and Copenhagen is its capital of style. Explore local brands like Hay, Georg Jensen and Royal Copenhagen. Even the window displays feel like works of art. And when you need a break, you have to grab a pastry from a local bakery, especially a warm cinnamon roll or kanelsnegel, best enjoyed with a good coffee. For a different side of the city, head to Christianshavn, a district built on canals and filled with houseboats, cozy cafes, and colourful facades. This is also home to Freetown Christiania, Copenhagen's most unique community. Christiania was founded in 1971 when artists and activists occupied abandoned military grounds. Over time, it became a self-governing, free-spirited neighbourhood with its own rules and culture. Murals cover the walls, small galleries sell local art, and music echoes through the streets. It's peaceful, creative, and unlike anywhere else in Europe. Copenhagen's food scene is absolutely world-class. It's home to several Michelin-starred restaurants, including Geranium and Noma, often called one of the best restaurants in the world. But even the everyday food here is outstanding. You have to try smørrebrød, an open-faced sandwich layered with rye bread, delicious fish, eggs and herbs. Visit Torvehallen Market for fresh produce, local cheese and all sorts of gourmet snacks. For something more casual, head to Reffen, a massive outdoor street food market made from recycled shipping containers. You'll find over 50 stalls serving global flavors with an incredible view of the harbor. Copenhagen is also a capital of design. Visit the Danish Design Museum to see how minimalism meets function in everything from furniture to fashion. You'll understand why the world fell in love with Scandi style, clean lines, neutral colors, and a deep focus on comfort. For a glimpse of modern sustainability, you have to see Copenhill, a power plant that's been turned into a public playground. The roof is a hiking trail, a ski slope, and a climbing wall, all sitting above a green energy facility. It's a bold symbol of Denmark's innovation. Art lovers should visit the Nye Carlsberg Glyptotek, a stunning museum filled with classical sculptures, French Impressionist paintings, and lush indoor gardens. It's a calm, elegant, and perfect escape for an afternoon. If you have time for a day trip, travel north to Kronborg Castle in Helsingør, the actual setting of Shakespeare's Hamlet. Another easy trip is to Roskilde, a former Viking capital. Visit the Viking Ship Museum, where ancient ships rest beside the water, and the stunning Roskilde Cathedral, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Both towns are under an hour away by train. Back in the city, spend your final evening watching the sunset from the Circle Bridge or Island's Brygge Harbour. Locals gather here with food, drinks and music as the sky turns pink over the water. Copenhagen isn't just a destination, it's an experience. It's the sound of bicycle bells in the morning, the smell of fresh pastries, and the sight of golden light on the canals at dusk. It's a reminder that modern life can still be simple, sustainable, and full of joy. When you leave, you'll carry a piece of that calm confidence with you, because once you've seen how Copenhagen lives, you'll understand why it's not just a city, it's a way of life. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this trip to Copenhagen, please give this video a like and subscribe for more adventures. See you next time.